Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Clare V handbag review, so let's get right into it. What I purchased was the Petit Moyen, and this is a Clare V bag. Now, Clare V is like an independent company that has actual storefronts. They have a great online presence, but they also sell in bigger retailers like Nordstrom and in smaller boutiques that carry mid-range type of products. So I happened to pay full price for this, and I'm just gonna say it, this one was $445. I had a shopping budget for a vacation I was on, and I just decided to put it all into this green purse. No regrets. I love the color. I love this puffy woven nappa leather texture. So I do appreciate it, and I am definitely getting my money's worth out of it. Now, would I say after having this for a little over a month, would I recommend paying full price for these purses? I'm actually going to say no, but I think that's okay because Clare V often runs sales. They also run something called pre-loved on their website. So you can actually search their pre-loved area and you can resell these. You can sell them and buy them on their pre-loved area. So you can always get some form of a deal depending on where you shop. Now, let's get into this bag in detail. This is the petite moyen. So they do have a regular moyen bag as well that is a little larger than this. This one is approximately, I believe, 11 inches by 7 inches, and it is very thin, but it is very soft and squishy. Now, let me take my wallet out real quick so that I can show you the bag. I do enjoy these bags because look at how thin and lightweight they are. They are very bendy as well, and I think that they're really made to be used daily, you know, and not to mention they have some of the most fantastic colors, and they even have woven blends that you can get multi colorways with. Now, this is the color Evergreen. My favorite, hands down. I love a green bag, and I had a Walmart one a while back, but it fell apart after about 8 months. So I had decided the next time I got a green bag, I was definitely going to invest a little bit in it. Neat thing about this brand is that they are all about interchangeability with their straps. So this particular bag does come with this kind of rounded leather handle. It's very soft and comfortable. I'll model it for you in just a little bit. And it also comes with a crossbody strap, but I will say this crossbody strap is not adjustable as is. So you kind of get what you get with the crossbody strap. But again, they are all fully removable. They have nice hardware. And of course, they sell other straps, and they also sell other little things that you can dangle from these purses. Those are not cheap though. So the good news to that is you can actually attach pretty much whatever you want. So if you have a less expensive retailer that you can get straps with, they can just intermix, and that's fine too. This is actually a nappa leather, so it's very soft and supple. And you know, I wondered about the quality of it, but oh my gosh, I have cats, and if you can believe this, I have one cat that obsesses over leather goods. And a few days after I got home, I had used the purse, I set it down, and if I didn't catch my cat literally fully clawing one side of this purse. The crazy thing is I can't see where she clawed. It somehow just, like, I know she did, and I know she had to get them in there pretty good because I really watched her do it before I could catch her, but I'm not seeing any like straight up scratch marks or claw marks. I don't know what kind of magic this leather is, but I mean, it actually maintained its integrity after my cat got a hold of it. So I am super impressed in that realm with it. If you want to like talk about the inside, most of their purses, I believe, come with this kind of chambray type of fabric that's inside, and they also have the logo. So if you are purchasing these bags pre-loved, you want to make sure that you find these logos, and then also the little gold piece right here says Clare V as well. This particular size does not have an inner pocket, nothing inside. So, you know, you're not going to get a lot in the way of organization in this, but I mean, it's a pretty small bag. So in all honesty, you're not going to fit a ton in here either. I will stuff the bag and show you what I normally put in it. A couple more points about these bags, and from what I have seen online is most of them are made in places like India. A few are made in Bangladesh. So these don't seem to be American-made bags. And if you want to know exactly where the one that you're choosing is coming from, then you can just click like on the details part on whichever purse you choose, and they're pretty transparent about that. They are also really good and detailed with their websites. They also have these purses in solid leathers. They have them in a much smaller type of woven material that is not puffy. And then, like I said, they come in a variety of color options and different colorways, but some do come in and out of stock. And like I said, you can still get this evergreen color, but not in the puffy nappa leather currently. And I'm not sure if they're gonna bring this one back. As far as warranties go, I was really kind of impressed because I purchased this not realizing what kind of warranty they had. It looks like it's a 30-day return policy. They also have a 2-year warranty on their handbags. Now, it's not going to cover things like wear and tear or your cat shredding it, but for structural defects and things like that, they offer a 2-year warranty. And then they have a process on their website where you can go and kind of start that process to get your bag, you know, handed back over to them so that they can handle it. So that was really helpful. It also said if you had a proper third-party retailer, they would honor the 2-year warranty as well. So all you have to do is keep your proof of purchase. So after the fact, that kind of made me feel good because all I had to do is keep my receipts. And if something goes wrong with this bag, I can contact the company and, you know, they could actually fix it if it was a manufacturer's warranty problem. So overall, that's a really good thing. You don't see that very often with a lot of handbags. The zipper is very nice. This one has the gold tones, and like I said, it just has the little gold piece, and then it has a little flap here to zip and unzip it. It's super smooth. I really enjoy that part. Now let me get up and I will model it for you, and then I will flip the camera over and show you what I put in it. There's a little bit of versatility here, and I do love that. So I actually like the little just shoulder strap quite a bit, and I actually exclusively wore it that way when I first purchased it. I just liked it as this little tiny kind of petite looking handbag. Now I am on the taller side. I am about 5'8.5". I'm not the smallest person on the block. So this bag to me, even though it's petite, is not tiny, and I don't think it's too small for my frame. Would I go to the larger one? Yes. I think if I had really thought it through, I would have waited and purchased the larger size of this. But like I said, this is a really good size, and I'm making it work, and I'm using it almost daily. So if you don't need a ton of stuff in your purse or you have a small wallet, this size should be fine. Now, what I was doing with it at first is, like, obviously if I was shopping around, I can just throw it under my shoulder. Now, as you can see, like, it doesn't offer a whole lot of room here, but it's comfortable. It's not tight. It's not pushing against anything. And then if you start to pack it a little tight, you're still not going to get anything too wide. And then of course you can also just sort of kick it kind of towards the back like that if you're really, you know, bothered by it, and it holds up really well. The other way that I was using it, if I wanted to kind of dress it up a little bit, or if I was going somewhere else that wasn't like, oh, let's carry my purse, is that I would actually drop it like that, and then I would just carry it like this. I kind of love that look. I don't know, I think Victoria Beckham was doing this type of thing a while back with some of her handbags, and I just love the look of it. So if I want to kind of just like walk into a nicer restaurant, I would just drop it like this and wear it. Then after a few weeks of having it, I decided to try the crossbody option, which was another reason why I purchased the bag. So what I do here is just easily hook it on. And let me say, even though this is not adjustable, it's a really good length, and it is so small and lightweight that it's one of those things that you could actually just like wrap up and tuck in your purse, and it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. So I do appreciate that. And it's not super long, if you can see that. So multiple times I have actually just carried it like this, and I'll still throw it over my shoulder, and I'm not super worried about the strap. Of course, you don't have to be that way, but you know, just depends on where you're at and what environment you're in. Now, crossbody wise, I like to drop this down, and I just primarily have kept it on, but of course you don't have to. You can pop it off, and then I don't want to hit my mic here. So crossbody wise, it fits just like that. And I like it because it doesn't add a ton of bulk here, because I'm pear-shaped and I don't like that. I like that it sort of just molds to my body. And then if I wanted even less bulkiness, I could take this off and just strictly have it as a crossbody purse. Now, this is great also because you can put it in front because it's not too bulky. In back, you know, so many purses claim to be crossbodies, but then if you try, they're like sticking out to here, and they have huge straps and they're just not comfortable. This one is truly a comfortable crossbody purse. I love it. It really is super lightweight, which is also key. All right, now let's put some things in and I'll show you what I carry in my purse. If you are a giant wallet carrier like I typically am, I'm just gonna show you that yes, a big wallet can fit in here and it still stays relatively flat, but it takes up almost 50% of the purse. And I just realized like it added so much heaviness to it that part of the reason of getting a small purse was to force me to start using smaller items. So yes, this is pretty thick and puffy, but at least it's it's about half the width of my other wallet. So I've been using this exclusively, especially with this purse. So I just stick it into one side right there. This is, sorry, I got a little bumpy there. This is like what I basically use this. It's an old Lululemon little, I don't know, coin purse. I put all my gift cards in here so that I always have them on hand so that I can shop. I can tuck that in there. Let's see, I have a hand sanitizer that I can tuck in there as well. I cannot put like a small bag that I usually like to carry all my goodies and corral them. It's just too big and bulky. So I just have to kind of minimize. So hand sanitizer is important to me. Some sort of lip product is important to me. So I tuck one of those in there. And then I'm going to use this as like my phone because I'm recording on my phone, obviously, but this is the size of my phone. So I can slide that in there too. And then the only thing really that's left here is that I would need is my keys. So my keys can easily just pop right on top here, or I can tuck them in the bottom if I don't need to pull them out. And it zips up really nicely. And as you can see, it still stays like fairly small and it's not that heavy. So that was kind of the whole point of me getting the smaller purse. Again, that is basically with everything I would have in it with the exception of my keys. And it's super comfortable. I like it. I enjoy it. It doesn't take up all the space. It's not, pulling right here or anything. And then I can still carry it any way that I want. And crossbody wise, it still functions really well. So of course, the more you stick in it, the more it's going to kind of straighten out on you. But I don't think it's bad at all. So overall, I think this is a great purse, especially for travel. You can obviously get a more neutral color if you want. It comes in beautiful like creams, metallics, black, and light browns and beiges. So you can just really pick and choose what you want. And I just think that they make a really great purse. Again, is it worth over $400? I'm going to say no. But if you can get one 30, 40, 50% off or pre-loved in good shape, I think they're definitely worth it. And I've used this way more than I even thought I would. That does it for my one brand handbag review. I hope this video was helpful. Again, I'm going to have links to this bag and to the brand in the description box and then over on my LTK app. If you're over there already, it is just simply Sarissa. And then of course you can even just type in Clare V into the search bar there. And if you're on my page there, then it should just pop up immediately. It's worth shopping. It's worth looking into, or at least if you're near a Clare V, maybe popping in and seeing what they're all about and if they're really going to work for you. All right, thanks again for watching. I appreciate your time. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you soon.